Hello and welcome. This is my first YouTube little yoga video, and the idea of these is just little top-ups so that we can find a way to not necessarily have to do everything that we would like to spend that 20 minutes a day meditating, an hour a day exercising, journaling, whatever it is, because the reality is that life's pretty busy, and then we tend to not get to the things. We tend to feel that we failed. So my idea with these little videos is just little snips that will give you those check-in moments in the day. And I'm going to start with one of my favorite things. It's actually how I start all of my classes, which is the spinal warm up. And this is kind of a 3-in-1 technique. Obviously, it is going to be a bit of yoga / exercising so that we have that physical movement. I say slash because for me, yoga is so much more than just exercising, but it is that too. So it is the physical movement and exercise. And it's also, number 2, a meditation. It's kind of like a moving meditation. And number 3, it's kind of like a healing session because we're going to be working with the 7 major chakras. So it becomes this 3-in-1 exercise. I'm hoping to keep it to 10 minutes. I always tend to channel when I work, so the messages come through me. So we're going to trust that if it goes a little over or under, then that is exactly what is required for this particular video. And we are going to open with the Adi Mantra chant, which I like to open with, just so that you take that moment to feel the resonance within you. So I want you to just take a moment to breathe and to feel. Gyan Mudra is thumbs and index fingers together, 3 fingers extended, and just relax like so. And take a moment to drop in. Check in with how you're feeling in your heart, your thoughts, your mind, and of course your body. And we're going to inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Rub your hands together as you activate the minor chakras in the palms of your hands. And then thumb bones to breastbones. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And we'll inhale to begin. Bring your hands back down into Gyan Mudra and take a moment to feel how the chant resonated through your body, even if it was just hearing it. If you do this in future times and you'd like to chant along, it's Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Just feeling. Before we begin, I want you to think about your 7 chakras or energy centers of the spine, starting at the tailbone, ending at the crown. And just observe the energy up and down your spine to notice if there are any particular places where there is heat, a breeze, pain, stiffness, anything that you can observe. And then let's take hold of our knees as we begin Sufis grind. Sufis grind is making big circles. Inhaling as we circle forward. Exhaling as we circle back. Now, this is very much depending on your body, so you can actually take these circles to really small circles if that's what you need, or you can go super deep, brushing the floor even with your forehead. So I want you to just find these big circles, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Try to relax your jaw, which links to your groin as you work, because we're releasing tension through the hips, the lower back, the groin, the inner thighs. And we're going to breathe deeply. And I like to do this for the most part with your eyes closed. If it's the first time you're doing it, you obviously want to every now and again check if you're doing it right. But for the most part, close your eyes and lose yourself in the movement of your body. You're not moving like I'm moving. You're moving like your body is moving, like it wants to move, like it's calling you. And we're going to drop into our root chakra, Muladhara, at the base of the spine, that tailbone. It's red, and it is our roots. So you want to feel nice, deep roots moving down into wonderful, enriched soil. And I like to see a long, strong taproot first, but trust your own guidance with this. And then from the taproot, I begin to expand it to make these beautiful, broad, fibrous connections. And our root chakra is about finding our strength and courage, but to do that, we need to first access the challenging aspect of this chakra, which is fear. And none of us is beyond fear. So it's finding the fear and facing the fear. I want you to feel yourself anchored, tethered as you drop into that root chakra. Feel, I'm safe and all is well. Let's reverse now. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And you may need a few circuits to find a new rhythm as you change direction. We naturally move into our non-dominant direction. Now there's a little awkwardness. And then you find your rhythm. It may not be the same. We also move our way up into the second chakra, the orange sacral chakra, halfway between the pubic bone and the navel, Svadhisthana, which means sweetness. And it's here where we have the sweetness within our relationships with people. It also links to our physical health and wealth. So I want you to feel into this watery, emotional chakra. It's moon ruled because she rules the tides. And we are primarily water. So this is a really important chakra to tap into your health. For women, it's at the space of your womb wisdom. For men, it's at your hara. It's an important, they're all important. But I know this one is very human. We all experience things through our health, our wealth, and that's wealth on all levels, and our relationships. And one of the biggest challenges we face at this chakra is guilt. So where am I making myself guilty unnecessarily, but also where is there guilt that I can prepare for, that I can work on? And feel a release through that lower back. And let's come up on an in-breath. We're going to do the root lock or mulaband. So inhale, hold the breath, and then pull up the pelvic floor muscles, rectum, sex organs, belly button to spine. Squeeze them up as tight as you can. You can even shake, holding the in-breath at the top. And then don't strain when you need to release the breath. You're going to soften the breath, soften the lock, soften all your rough edges. And take a few moments here to just breathe and feel. We have now activated and energized those first two chakras, root and sacral, red and orange, the elements of earth and water, the more feminine elements. I want you to feel what's coming up for you on an emotional, mental, and physical level. No judgment, just curiosity. And then we're going to take hold of the leg in front. And we're going to do spinal flex. So it's inhale forward, exhale back. You know, cat stretch, it's a bit like that, seated. And you're going to find your rhythm. And depending how fast you want to move or how slow you want to move, your breath is moving with you. So you can take this really fast. Or you can take it slower. Or anywhere in between. So I want you to find your natural rhythm. So for me, I kind of have a midway rhythm normally, but there are some days where I really feel the need to speed it up or slow it down. And when you get into trusting your body, you will find that rhythm for yourself. So just finding today's rhythm as you move through your spinal flex, we're going to bring our focus up to our yellow chakra, Manipura, the solar plexus at the diaphragm. And this is our fire. This is our light. And I want you to just make note of how your fire is feeling. Does it feel like a lovely hearth fire with just enough fuel, burning bright, keeping the warmth within your system and the light? Or does it feel like embers burning out, few glowing coals left, needing some fuel? Or does it feel like a raging forest fire that you can't contain? Or a stable candle flame, just observing your own fire, because this is our sense of self-esteem, our sense of self, how we project ourselves out into the world. So feel your own light, feel your own fire, build it up. And our biggest challenge at this chakra is dealing with shame. And so much shame is not really even ours to hold. It's collective. It's been imposed upon us from early patterning. So let's build that fire. And then as we build the fire element, we will move up into the heart chakra. As we get into the heart at the center of the chest, we come to the green chakra, which is the balance between the warm chakras below and the cool chakras above. Green is neutral. Feel into that chakra for yourself now. Feel an expansion and contraction of the lungs. This is our air chakra. Feel the opening and closing, the give and take, the ebb and flow. The palm chakras in our hands that we activated connect to the heart. And think how we embrace and push away with our arms, our hands, the give and the take. That balance of yin and yang. And it's so important to find balance when working with the heart chakra, balance between above and below, within and without. Let's come up again on an in-breath. Hold the breath, draw mula bandha, rectum, sex organs, belly button to spine, squeeze in and up as tight as you can. Don't strain with holding your breath, but you can strain as tight as possible, even to shaking with the root lock. And when you need to release the breath, you drop the breath, you drop the lock, and you take a moment. And these still moments between poses, the still moment between the top of the in-breath and the bottom of the out-breath, that's where the magic happens. So never skip or negate these check-ins. Now all of your full elemental chakras are open. Earth at the bottom, then water, then fire, then air, up to the heart chakra. Those fundamental building blocks of our existence on earth. Those four elements. All of your hot magnetic chakras are activated, and also that balancing chakra, the translator between the above and below, the center of your system. Now let's put our hands on our shoulders. So you want to make sure your shoulders stay away from your ears, and you want to keep the chin gently drawn to attention, so none of that, and feel a stretch in the back of the neck. And keep nice and relaxed into the core. Then pubic bone lifts up, belly button, draw towards your spine. So you're engaged. And then you inhale to the left. So don't mirror me, must be left. Exhale to the right. In left, out right. And then depending on your own ability, always listen to your own body. You're finding a natural swing. And you might need to move super slowly if you have trouble in your spine, or you can move super fast. The head naturally goes with the flow, kind of following the shoulders, so it's not whipping your neck around, and your spine is getting a beautiful swing, a twisting, a wringing out of the central nervous system, and all those little joints, bones, muscles around the spinal space. And as you twist, we're coming up to the first of our cold chakras, we're coming up to the throat, Vishuddha. And here our whole premise is to find and express our truth And the challenge at this chakra is lies, mistruths, and a lot of those come from society, come from inherited belief patterning, etc. So uncovering our truth is not as simple as it sounds. Let's change our handhold to Gyan Mudra, thumbs and index fingers, and then keep swinging, and actually imagine yourself now like a tuning fork and a homing beacon, so that as you raise your own frequency, the third chakra is very about frequency. It's about our sense of sound, and it's about speaking through expression, but also listening to the expression of others. And it's not just what we say and what we hear, it's body language, it's the subtle messaging, it's communication on a much greater level. But as we raise our frequency, imagine yourself like a tuning fork right now, attracting to you your new experience on this higher vibrational level. And then without forcing yourself to stillness, just think stop, and your body will slowly come round. Keep Gyan Mudra, and when you're ready, rest your hands on your thighs. And just take a moment, because that is a beautiful pose in which to feel your aura, your energy field. So as you stop, you can still feel the movement, the rippling of your energy. Feel the breath, feel the energy of your spine. Your central nervous system has had a really lovely massage and wringing out now, so you're down regulating into rest, digest, and heal. And now let's drop our ear to our shoulder. We keep the body very still, and we inhale as we circle back, exhale as we circle forward. If you have trouble with your neck and you cannot circle, just look over one shoulder and then over the other shoulder. If you have slightly sore neck from having slept funny or something like that, and you can't do as deep a circle, then just adjust. Listen to your body. Make the circle smaller, make the circle slower, or whatever it is that you need. Soften your face muscles, including the eyes, the brow, the lips, and soften your throat muscles. And bring your focus now into Ajna, the third eye chakra in the center of the forehead, and this is our indigo chakra. And as we get into this deep sort of inky midnight sky space, this chakra is all about what we know beyond the five senses. This is our insight, inner knowing. It's outside of ordinary reality, so sometimes we don't trust it. And it's called the sixth sense, but in all honesty, it probably should be called the first sense, because it was so strong when we were born. And we learn, we're conditioned, not intentionally, but we're conditioned to shut it down. Let's reverse. Inhale, exhale. Wait, inhaling back, exhaling forward. Sorry. And as you find your rhythm in your non-dominant direction, check in again. No tension in the face, tension in the throat. So that third eye chakra is also a chakra that speaks to us symbolically, archetypally, and also through our dreamscape. Now let's move our way up to the final chakra in the seven chakra system, which is the crown chakra at the top of the head, Sahasrara. It is violet, and it is depicted by the 1,000-petaled lotus of enlightenment. And I want you to imagine a beautiful lotus there. And not all of those petals are open. Never are all of those petals open, because we are on a journey. We are not fully enlightened. And sometimes some of the petals die back, and as they die back, their petals peel downwards, and the nectar of the learning from those petals runs down through our chakra systems. And this is our connection to the collective. This is our connection to source, to all that is. The realization that your journey is my journey and my journey is your journey. Gently allow yourself to come up to center now. And then as you come up to center, just sit in your stillness for a moment. Now your entire chakra system is activated from the root to the crown. And we're just going to breathe up and down that a few times. So as you breathe up, root, inhaling, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, exhale, crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root. Just feel that ebb and flow. Feel the expanding, lifting, opening on the in, all the way up the chakra system. And on the out, coming all the way back down. For it is not as if we graduate our moving up and we are done. It's about learning on the way up and embodying that wisdom on the way down. And so you have completed your little mini top-up for the day. We're going to tune out with a Sat Nam, which is I am truth. So let's inhale as we reach our arms all the way up. Exhale as we come down the center line, bringing our thumb bones to our breastbones. And we'll inhale to begin. Namaste. Thank you. Remember, you can do this video again and again, and I hope it has been helpful for you. It is a wonderful way to knock a few things off your to-do list in a really mindful, conscious way. And I look forward to doing a few more with you. Thank you so much for watching.